This is the funniest thing I have seen in a while. Trust me, it's gonna be great. I love this game, Marathon, so much. It's the best extraction shooter on the market. I can't believe how much unwarranted hate it's getting. Truly a miracle of a tweet. Boys, I finally did it. I found, unironically, someone saying something good about Marathon. Yes, and it's not even months old. It's only a day old, I think. I'm not sure what month it is. I'm a gamer, plus my job is YouTube. I am very not sure what's happening. In any case, this is hilarious. This is great. Unironically, I found it. The rarest of the jewels. Listen. The Eye of Africa has fucking nothing on this tweet. That's all I'm gonna say here. In any case, welcome to the channel, to the video that talks about Marathon and its absolute insane downfall. And the downfall is sweet, boys. I honestly don't think we're gonna see the Monday Funday below 25k. Below 20k, I mean. But it's gonna be close. The next week, Monday, is gonna be Marathon officially under 20k. Applause, please. Someone applaud. Small clappies. Oh yes, Marathon is doing currently horrendously. Recently, it went below 30k. And these graphs, boys, these succulent, beautiful, lovable, plump, luscious, hourglass-shaped graphs are telling a story better than your mom, okay? Currently, this is how Marathon goes. Monday, Tuesday are the verge days because it's going down, typically currently by 10 to 20%. And then on Thursday, it starts to go up. Well, it starts to go up a little bit on Wednesday, or at least it stabilizes. We can see it, by the way, here, as you can see, this was Monday. No, this was Friday, the big peak. This is Friday, by the way. I know it says Saturday, but bear with me because of the time zones. This is the Monday peak. No, this is the Friday peak. Then Saturday and Sunday are lower. And then Monday is an absolute calamity collapse, boys. It is absolutely the worst. It is, last time we were looking at a 20+% drop from Friday's peak to Monday. And that happened also before that, which we cannot no longer see because reasons. But it happened. Trust me, it happened. And now we're currently looking at the new peak that's gonna be Friday, and the graph is as always falling. Okay, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday is going to be the peak. And currently, this is Thursday again. Friday is right now. It hasn't yet happened. But as you can see, the Thursday peak is bigger than Wednesday, and so on. So Marathon is going to have its peak. And its peak is probably Friday, not going to be even 30k. It's probably going to be roughly 28k. And after that, the expected drop can easily be up to 20%. And currently we have seen that it's pretty much always kind of exactly on point. So we're going to be going below 25k, obviously. And then it's going to drop even more for the next 2 days. And then we're going to be roughly almost at 20k. Yes, Marathon at this point will drop below 20k pretty much in our lifetime. Guaranteed. This week, it's going to be next week, at the end of next week, below 20k. Guaranteed. Marathon had its big updates, its big everythings, and no one gave a shit. Literally no one gave a shit. Marathon is a complete disaster. Bungie is struggling to absolutely say the least. Marathon was supposed to replace Destiny. It has done an absolutely shittier job at doing that, by the way, because it has failed tremendously in that respect in terms of longevity, reception, everything. It is a failure. And Sony is definitely not happy with Bungie's performance, but that's why we have layoffs. It's fine. Then at this point, it's pretty much confirmed what your boy has been saying all along. Well, admittedly, I said I think it's at a minimum. Marathon is a minimum 250 million to develop in all of those things. I think I personally think it's probably more than 350 million because these companies just work like that. Things never get less expensive. And considering all the scandals that Marathon went through and whatnot, and the problems that Bungie faced, I mean, there is no world where Marathon is below 300 million minimum in development costs plus everything. There are now multiple articles, multiple collaborations that Marathon is, close to 300 million at the bare minimum. Again, I'm not saying I know everything, but I do know prediction. I do see the future, and I'm right about these things almost always. I mean, again, if you just do the math, what all of these companies constantly lie about, it just doesn't add up. That's my secret. It just doesn't add up. Every single one of these companies is saying stupid shit like, "Oh, our game only costed 100 million to make, hee hee ha ha." Oh yeah? If it costed 100 million to make, you just sold 2 million copies. Minus Steam cut, minus everything, you should be at least even or profiting. And you said that about your last 5 games also. So, riddle me this, Batman. How the fuck is your company in debt? How the hell are you in debt? $250 million. If everything's going so well for you. It just doesn't add up. And again, there are some people who probably are extremely stupid, low IQ, and borderline autistic. But I love you anyway. I don't love you at all. The autistic ones. Unless you donate or like the video right now, by the way, it helps a lot. So thank you everyone who does. It seriously does. You do have the power in your hands, so like the video. Thank you. Right now. Thank you. But there are some people who are going to say, well, they can't lie about that. But yeah, they can. They actually can. Britain is one of the rare few places where you can't lie about the budget. Everywhere else, you can lie. And even in Britain, I say you can't lie about the budget, but I don't mean in the sense that they cannot lie about it. I mean, they're gonna have to reveal the actual costs of production for stuff. This is why Hollywood, in a lot of situations, doesn't want to do stuff in Britain, because they always lie about everything being really successful, but somehow Disney's literally multiple billions in debt again. Again, the math doesn't add up, because no country is punishing these companies for lying about their budgets. That's the trick here. So you get these situations where Yves Guillemot of Ubisoft tells you that, oh, Assassin's Creed only cost 100 million chud to make. We're actually doing great. Yeah? Yeah? Why do you have to split your company in two and shift all the literal billions of debt onto a pot? Why did that happen? You're doing great. Yeah, all of them lie. That's pretty much the too long didn't read. I personally think that it's almost impossible for a AAA game to actually be made for anything below 300 million at this point in the West. 250 million is the smallest that I will ever go, but I'm pretty sure I think most AAA games nowadays in the West in the modern day cost close to 400 million, just the default standard. We had the official numbers like 5 years ago, and you're gonna tell me that it hasn't moved the needle in all of this time? No, of course it has. It's lies. They're lying to you because there's no punishment for lying. And when you lie once, lying becomes really easy, and that's kind of the trick to this. Ask your favorite streamer. In any case, the amount of people, the amount of corroboration that, Marathon has costed at least 250 million is is beyond corroborated at this point. We have had the Paul Tassis, the insiders, the this and that saying that it's at least 250 million, but actually it's plus 250 million. And I mean, Marathon is a failure. I mean, just watch this. Do you want to play this?
Where are we going? Wait,
This is, by the way, from Shroud, someone who actually likes Marathon, and ironically.
I'm searching for tags.
there's a drone. He stole my red.
He stole your
He stole
red?
my red. He stole my red. I need someone to kill this. He's gonna keep taking my red.
Where is it?
I need someone to kill it.
I don't see it. Bro, it's literally invisible for me. I don't see it at all.
He keeps taking my red.
There it
I
is.
need someone to kill it.
I'm locked in.
Yeah, this is Marathon at its best. That's a player doing it, that to them. But again, look at this. Look at this map. You can't see fucking anything. It looks ass. It looks boring. And here I found something also interesting. It's someone actually trying to sell the idea that Marathon is not boring. And this literally happened a fucking month ago. And only has 170k views. And I mean, I looked at this and I thought, well, this is pretty fucking boring, actually. So if this is your attempt at making Marathon not look boring, I mean, you failed tremendously.
I'm down. He's very low.
Yes, most of this is like, oh, went around the corner, saw someone, poof, I won. Wow.
Got this guy?
By the way, you can do the same thing in Arc Raiders, but in Arc Raiders it requires so much more skill and it looks so much more fun and impressive and better. It's insane.
He's self-resin.
This looks so dull. This is legitimately an attempt to make Marathon appealing and look good. I'm sorry, but this is just a massive failure. Marathon does not look fun, and the hate it's getting is absolutely as warranted as it honestly gets. The game is not good. It fits the fancy of some of very, very, very few people, and the people that are playing it, honestly, in my honest opinion, are, I mean, I think they're pushing themselves to enjoy it more than anything because they're Bungie fanboys. That's pretty much all I think about this. Anyway, Marathon dead. After next week, it's gonna fall below 20k, and I mean, the lower it falls, the faster it will fall. So maybe it actually falls below 20k on Monday. There is a chance. I think it's pretty low. Marathon has been remarkably consistent in being, well, not falling initially in the first week and a half. And then it's been remarkably consistent in the speed that it has fallen. I mean, we literally have the same peaks, the same everything every week, every day. It's pretty much the same. Like, for example, today, Friday. Today is Friday. This peak is Thursday. Friday's peak should be roughly 29.2k players. That roughly should be Friday's peak, and chances are it's gonna be that. It's gonna be that plus minus 1k. These things are remarkably consistent. Unless, you know, the consistency ends and we enter a new period that's going to be extremely, extremely down. Because the less people there are, the less matches you can make, the more people get frustrated, the faster they leave. That's the problem with live matchmaking games. Not enough people, more people leave. It happens. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye!